Okay guys, today on the Copper Catcher we're going to cut some of these motors up on here. I'm going to process the ones that I can, try out my new machine a little more and see how it works out. If I'm not having good success with this pair of pliers, I may end up just waiting and doing them over there on that other machine. But for now we're just going to go with this, what we got here. Let me move you guys over here. We'll get you down where you can see it. There we go. Let me get this other door open so I can get this steel in this box. Go. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me move you over a little bit like that. Try a little modification of this, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, what I'm going to do, I'm running out of cable. I'm running out of stroke on the machine. Just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to put these two clamps on right here just on this single cable. Hopefully it'll clamp down that far and it'll hold hard enough to pull these out. Just shorten the cable down a little bit, because what's happening is, well, I could double this back on itself, honestly. Let me try that. Put a bolt in there this time too. Where's that big bolt I had over here? I'll grab a bolt. Eat up just a little bit of cable. See how it does this time. Perfect. Okay, let me put this back together before I lose it. Just again. There it is, guys. Bent that one over, guys. That's why it was a little harder to pull. What did you say, honey?
I'm just walking through there, hoping to get done.
Okay.
So my area, I'll clean all this stuff done. I'll have them home next year.
Okay.
Or just call me.
All right.
I'll work that out.
Okay. This one's kind of being tough. I'll tell you what I don't like, guys, is the cable kinking up on me like this. It don't let it slide up and down on there like it should. See, it gets locked. That's why I need them other pliers. And then it'll pull straight out on them. I'll bend the things open like that to where they pull forward, and it won't do that. What I was saying, guys, I don't know if I said it on the videos or not, but the pedal's down here. This is your release, the clamp and clamp. This is your pull over here. That's the one that pulls. This is the one that makes it turn. I wish this one was over here. I wish this one was over here and this one was over there, which I may be able to switch around inside there. I just haven't tried yet. But you guys get the idea. You just watch me do I don't know, 8 or 10 motors, but I've got some bigger ones over here that I'm not gonna be able to do on this machine. I don't think it'll pull them. Like this one and this one. It may pull that one because it don't look like it has a lot of glue in it. But any of them that I see that have a lot of lacquer in them, I'm gonna go ahead and cut them in half, and then I know it'll pull them. But we're gonna go that route. I may have to send them over to the big machine. But yeah, it's working. Okay guys, I got all of them done, and I'm gonna pull over here. I've got some bigger ones over here. I got 2, 4, 6, 7 big ones over here that I'm gonna split in half. I don't wanna get all that out, so I'm just gonna leave them over here. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 more that I'm gonna tear apart. And then I got another tote of them coming in. These ones in the box, I'm probably gonna keep, I don't know, for a minute anyway. They're brand new. These I found out, any of you guys watching that may know anybody that may be interested in these are very, very expensive electric motors, like $3,000 to $4,000 a piece. And I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of them. They're made in Germany, is where they're made at. There's the name of them right there. They're super expensive. I watched a guy on Facebook Shorts that he was rewiring one of these, and they're pretty damn expensive. So I'm gonna try to reach out to some other companies and see if they're interested in them. Other than that, I may end up scrapping them too. But I've got another tote out there of motors that I probably am going to scrap, these type of motors here. And I figured out a way to get that aluminum off of all those center armatures, or whatever you want to call them. At least the aluminum off the end of them. And I might have showed you guys already in the other video, so you may already know, but we're gonna try to break down as much of that too, as get as much aluminum out of them as we can. And these I'll split in half, so I'll pull those as well. I bet you guys want to know what that weighs. I don't know how long that video was going to be, but I would say that was probably about a half-hour worth of work, I'm guessing. Plus the 2 hours yesterday. We're on 0. We're on 0 on the scale. Let's just drag it over there and find out. That's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy. On the scale, nothing else. On the scale, look at that, guys. 70 pounds, 69 pounds. 69 pounds. I did that quick. Now, granted, I had about an hour, hour and a half tearing them apart over here. But, yeah. And of course, as I dial stuff in, you know, and I get it faster and faster and faster, we're going to do nothing but make more money per hour. But 70 pounds times, that's number 2. So $4 a pound, just because I don't know exactly where it's at. Somewhere around $3.75 to $4 a pound. So we're going to take 70 times 3, that's 140, that's $280. $300. And at the worst case scenario, let me put you guys up here. At the worst case scenario, $300, well, $280. 77 is 140. 140 is 280. 280 on 3 hours worth of work. That's $100 an hour. And that's me taking all of them apart. And I didn't even get these apart that are back here. These ones down here that I did take apart, I didn't even get these tore apart and pulled out and put in there. So that's pretty good. That was about 25 motors. Not in there, but total yesterday that I broke down. I can count these centers and find out. But yeah, we got about 25 motors worth of copper in there for 300 bucks. So that ain't too bad. So you guys can kind of figure that out on the dollar amount on when you're buying motors. So, and they were smaller motors. There was a few bigger ones in there, but most of them were in that half horsepower to 3 horsepower, 2 horsepower range. These are all the bigger ones that I have not tore apart, which will obviously have more copper in them. But we also have this great big tote over here of clean cast aluminum that I will clean up and knock the bearing races out of and take any bolts that are left in there, ground studs or whatever. Well, you're looking at, there's probably 20 or 30 pounds right there of clean cast. So yeah, you got that to add to it, plus the aluminum off the end of these. We'll do okay on these. And I got to build and test out my wire machine. So it's awesome. That's what the rest of the video is going to be about. I'm just going to do some work on them and get them done. If I modify anything or change anything from what I'm doing, I'll jump back on here. But that's going to be the end of this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and until next time, enjoy our wild America.